Everybody here for a NECC?
This is, I think, NACE.
This is a NACE Smash Ultimate for CSU here. I think this is a... Is this a crew battle?
This is a crew battle. Four-player crew battle.
And you know who we're fighting?
I remember it started with an R, but I don't remember much else about them.
I'm so sorry to the opposing team. We don't remember who you are, and the title for the stream is definitely different. We apologize for the impromptu stream. We have been handling a bit of technical trouble as we try and get into this match. Now, wait, it says it right on there. It's PFWE.
PFW Esports.
Now, I know that you have a little bit of insight into what has happened before we were able to get onto the stream. I'd like to talk about that.
Yep, I was watching the game before the start of the match. Game one, we had Rob play.
Arctic?
Arctic. We had Arctic in first against already. But we had him in first. Lost 3 stocks to 2. Barely couldn't win that one out. Then we sent in.
I'm not sure off the top of my head. I'm so sorry. But we're going to see. Ouch.
CSU has dropped their third third player out of 4. But when I was out there, I'll tell you what, Colonies was cooking a little bit. He had taken a couple of stocks, but the DK on their side had really taken a few of our own. I believe he took 5 of our own stocks, took 2 off of our Aegis player, and then took 2 off of Colonies. It looks like you took at least 1 stock there.
Which is what you really want to see, even if you're going to go down a little bit. CSU has an incredibly powerful player as their anchor when it comes to Ruby. I think that we might end up seeing a bit of an upset. However, CSU might be sort of trying to get into their comfort zone going into this new semester. First game of the season, actually, which is really exciting.
Yep.
Excited to be here. What do you think CSU could bring in against this Link here? Seems like you're having a little bit of trouble.
Well, it's Ruby. They're going to bring in Ruby. A 4-player crew battle. They brought in 3 players who are not Ruby, so he will be coming in now.
Fair enough. And do you know if this is best 2 out of 3, or is this the whole shebang?
I believe this is best 2 out of 3.
Which is a weird format for crew battles, but I'm not the person running the tournaments.
Yeah, I mean, it makes some sense to a certain degree. We did talk about putting game 2 on game 2.
Fair enough. Hopefully we will get to see an exciting game 2.
So, Ruby will be coming in now.
Of course.
Into this Link. They actually told me lost to this team last time they played. So this is a team that CSU does have experience with, PFW. So CSU has to kind of lock in here. Purdue for.
Oh, it's Purdue.
It's not Purdue, it's Purdue.
Purdue for Wayne. Oh, shit. I didn't say anything. I made a noise. Please.
Oh, no.
No! I'm so sorry. I was pressing the button to keep it active. I'm stupid. That's on me.
I think we might want to go to right back after that.
I'm going to roll ads at that point. Sorry, folks. We will be back for game 2. Unfortunately, at this moment, I'm alone in the booth as we try and sort things out. However, I am hearing chanting about Ruby in the other room. The dream might just be alive. I'm excited to see how many stocks Ruby's got going into this next one. However, seeing that snake pop up is definitely what we want to see.
Player who took.
Thought we were about to see yet another link from PWF here. I think that'd be really funny. However, we did see it just about what we were expecting to see. Maybe it didn't matter that I accidentally misclicked. Sorry about that. I would have loved to see it.
It was apparently this is going to shock everybody.
Another link? No.
No, so
it's not another
so
link.
what's going to happen? That was the end. But after this match, they're going to because
Preparation, folks. It's everything in the kitchen sink.
They've had these switches here for 3 weeks now, just about. Prep work. Granted, the first 2 weeks were all just full of mocking every character.
Fair enough. However, we're going to see a Ryu going into this next match. Now,
This should
favor CSU. I think a lot of the power in Ryu comes from the fact that he's able to do a lot of confirms. However, at the same time, I don't think you want to be this close to Snake, especially when he can be pulling grenades like this. And the problem with Ryu, I think, is his combos require him to stay close to the opponent for a decent amount. So if Snake does have a grenade, he's going to have to confront that.
Well, I think the great thing about playing against when you have true combos and you don't have to worry about frame one option. Problem is, even though Ryu does have those, you should ideally be playing Ken in this sort of thing because Ken has that way, way better. And Ryu, unlike Ken, so much of his neutral is around fireballs, and we're seeing why that's a bad idea because it just triggers Snake's explosives to kill you even.
It's not where you want to be, and technically it's not even supposed to be a fireball in lore, but I will digress. Or that one, technically. I feel like this Ryu could probably start using the traditional version. I don't think it detonates Snake's grenades, albeit it is a worse projectile.
Well, the main benefit of using the Shakunetsu is...
I don't know the proper names for it. I know the input.
Yeah. Good first stock from Ruben. He's only taken, or from Ruby, 16% taken, so...
It's really impressive. Every time Ruby shows up on stream, it's just to make a fool out of whoever's on the other side. And these are genuinely good players. Ruby's just that good.
He is just that good. And we, like you see there, that's what the Ryu specializes in when he can get in. He can use a move that isn't blow himself up. That is where the Ryu finds success, but it's a little hard to do that against.
Absolutely. Like, Snake is such a good character at both keeping you out and punishing you for trying to get in. Because with these explosions, Ruby is the one who's ready for them in most of these cases, and he's been able to consistently confirm off of them. And even as this Ryu is able to get some decent percent on Ruby, he can't compete because Ruby just wins every single trade because of these grenades.
And now there's a little bit of a ledge trap going. PFW Ryu here can try to keep this Snake in the corner, which is where the Snake can kind of struggle to get out of sometimes. That is the one weakness.
DP on the shield might not have been the play there.
Maybe down till KO. That is Ryu's prime kill confirm. It looks a little bit silly, but it is true.
He definitely wants it here. Like, you have to be wanting to get at least a stock off of Ruben here. Like, it's scary to be up against a player like this, because if you send Ruby with 3 stocks into your next teammate, they're in danger.
Well, the problem is there's no next teammate.
There's no next teammate?
Nope, this is the 4th player.
Well, you got to lock in PFW. Having their work cut out for them. CSU is just a team where, like, even if you're able to chew through the genuinely good players in the rest of the team, you have to be able to deal with Ruby.
And the insane thing is, with every season that passes, every semester that passes, think back to, like, before I got here, there was Jarrell, VGS, who he was all right. And then after that, you have the Arnolds, and then you have Chimpus coming in.
Absolutely.
And then you have Arctic coming in, and you just keep having better and better players, like these genuinely ranked Ohio players. And Ruby is still just top on the charts
And I think the thing is, the better players that CSU has, the better training that Ruby is going to have.
Oh yeah.
They're making the arena here. I'm going to move this over to a BRB for just a second, folks. We will be back with a new arena just as soon as possible.
On that.
Alrighty then, folks. We are finally back with some more Smash Ultimate.
Is the game audio not on?
Game audio is not coming through, unfortunately. I think we're having a bit of a problem.
But not the biggest deal.
We will resolve it. I didn't know that we had a...
I think this is Victor on the Mii Brawler. I think that was who was talking about making a Mii Brawler option. And Mii Brawler in this matchup is kind of nuts.
I don't hate it, although I'm not too familiar with Mii Brawler. Mind if you give us a little bit of an explanation of what their game plan is?
Well, I'm going to presume that they got the thrust uppercut, which landing up air to thrust uppercut will probably kill DK around 100%. We'll be seeing that soon. That's what he's fishing for. Up
Speak of the devil.
Doesn't get the kill onto it. I'm going to assume he's also got the... It's either going to be the onslaught or the shot put on the neutral special. We haven't seen neutral special yet. I'm got an inkling it's not the shot put.
I thought onslaught was onslaught is a. I think that it might be the It might be the. I don't know the name of these moves because they all blend together.
Flashing mock punch.
I'm thinking of Barrage as the dash attack in the side B slot. However, we're gonna see just.
This has been dominant neutral from.
Absolutely.
I believe this is Victor. Down throw. Thropper almost kills there. Oh, this character is so cheesy, but the vertical block. High up air into, yep, there we go. It's the flashing mock punch in the neutral special slot, I'm pretty sure.
This right now, like Victor, we assume, is playing extremely dominantly, just able to take control of a lot of space here. We're going to see the feint kick to get back onto the stage. DK in a little bit of a dangerous situation here, going for the punch, but it's not going to work out, getting killed by the up smash here.
And this is good because CSU originally dropped, I think, 4 stocks of this DK. This just absolute offensive pressure that the Brawler is able to put on has been sublime for them. Back air throws him onto the stage, up tilt on the platform, up air, Thrumper's not going to kill, but it'll send him close.
These combos are just oppressive. If you're DK in this situation, I don't know what you're doing. Like, you are a huge target for these extended ladders. And I don't think you like being in that position. Gonna use that back air to just try and force Mii Brawler off of the stage. But it's not gonna be enough to kill. We are gonna see the final special move here.
So we did see the burning drop kick earlier. So that was revealed to us around all the same time. He popped that flashing mock punch. He was like, all right, that's the rest. And generally, you expect the Mii Brawler to have a very certain moveset. The back air with that underside hitbox. That should be a kill. Yep.
That is going to be a kill.
Picks up the first stock here for PFW.
Definitely.
He wants
them. Of course you do. You want your cool kill confirmed. You want the clip. Trying to go for the mock punch here. Down throw into Thropper, not quite going to connect. Currently just trying to find a way to kill this DK. This DK trying to find a way to survive. Uppy out of shield here.
Thropper isn't going to quite kill yet. Around 1 or 2 more neutral hits, which blocks.
Ooh, it's stale. That is stale.
Only dealt 14%. I believe it does 19 or so % off of range. So yep, that's the up smash in the off the ground.
Anti-air up smash is not like a bad move.
No.
Like a lot of times you can just straight up kill people with that.
It is that sort of that ghetto option, Fox ups. Even 50% off Fox up smash. 5 days off a 6. Be a very solid move.
I would do a lot worse for a lot worse move.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna see PFW has to approach this Mii Brawler situation differently. How do you think they're gonna try and deal with that? Do you think they're gonna try and send in with the links, or? I think the link could be the play, but I also feel like Mii Brawler is a character who get in very quickly.
I think the slight consideration with the district Nair. Already has one of the freaking good moves.
Yeah, absolutely.
Obviously forward air, sword, F tilt's a big. Got a big.
He's got those. He can box out Brawler, but I think the problem is I think that one, like, sure, you have that Nair, but what is Link going to do once Brawler can start? And I think that, like, as much as I think Link is going to have the advantage in neutral, if Brawler is able to get in and start dealing damage, I don't know what that Link is. Especially given the fact that this is 2 stocks of a player, probably like 2 stocks of a player that is not even the second person you're facing.
Yeah, I think that if the Link player can keep that bomb in hand, have a very, very quick
Defensive option.
Get off me move, that option. Able to keep the bomb in hand and keep the brawler out. Clean up, but it might not even be the brawler. It might be like heavyweight against brawlers.
I don't hate the Ryu. I don't think it's not the most favorable matchup I've ever seen. But like Brawler is a character who's going to have to get in. And when you have options that could probably stuff that approach like DP, or like if you're able to get like down tilts in scramble situations, you're going to get a pretty hefty punish.
I mean, even like,
I think the thing with Ryu is they're playing the same game as the Brawler.
That's the problem, right? Against most characters, Brawler is either the better rushdown character.
Diddy Kong.
That's a good matchup, I think, for CSU. It'll be a bit hard to hit Diddy with a lot of these confirms. The reason why Brawler does so well against the heavyweights is because you could just up air, thrupper. Forgot to. I'm gonna assume they're gonna reset because that's reset.
Bit of a reset mistake on part. However, that game was very, very dominant. I can't blame.
Yeah, it was 3-1.
Yeah.
Diddy won, only lost one song. That's pretty good.
Is Diddy Kong going to be a real problem for CSU to overcome?
Joke if it's not.
Of course. Run it back, folks.
When you got that adrenaline flowing, when you got feeling yourself.
I don't know how I feel about this.
I think this is the Ryu would have had the same problem as combo. Brawler is best. Diddy doesn't like to rush you down and catch. Diddy likes to play a little bit of a keep away. I think that does a bit more, but I still think Brawler.
I definitely think it's a little bit scary. I think that if this Diddy can put if this Diddy gets locked in on movement and is able to bait and punish Brawler's attempts to open up, I think it'd be a little bit dangerous, a little bit of artifacting there. But at the same time, it's felt like I think like Victor, whoever's playing this Brawler, is playing extremely dominantly.
The second back air, the tip of the toes gets the stock at just the right percentage.
That's going to be pretty major already, almost already even in spite of the stock. This is
even already past that, barely scrapes the last zone up top.
Saved by something's pulling Diddy down for his crimes in Smash 4, and it's going to save him here.
And Brawl.
Being in Brawl, I absolve everybody of Brawl of their sins. It was a bad time for everyone. But like, Diddy hasn't. The Banana's been Brawlers this entire time. What is this new secret special move they get?
Custom move. I thought they removed that in Smash 4, but I guess Brawler kept them. And that shouldn't quite be the stock. Diddy F Smash doesn't have a lot of kill power intention, so the firms that get up.
Dangerous neutral trying to get a kill confirm. Not quite going to be able to find it. That's not where you want to be, but not the punish. Is not going to be able to find a kill.
Flashing punch. Gets it. That's another stock. 2-1. Has only dropped 1 so far for CSU, and it's been 5 now for PFW.
Very major. Like, this is incredible Brawler play. Genuinely. And especially, like, I feel like this requires a level of matchup knowledge. Because, like, look at how Victor, whoever's playing this Brawler, I'm so sorry if it's not Victor.
It's just going to end up being rude.
Ouch. But, like, they have consistently and constantly denied this Diddy access to the banana. Which I think is super important in this matchup. Because, like, Diddy wants to banana you and then get his confirm. If you deny Diddy the banana, his confirms are not the best. Like, he can get things going, but you've lost 60% of your game plan.
He feels like he's dribbling on it if he's got that banana in hand. Tech chase doesn't quite connect to the results. And up tilts. Might be CSU's to grab the banana up into the air, forces the trip. Dash attack is going to be the punish choice. Thrupper out there.
Not where you want to be. Puts you on ledge here. Fan attack going to get you back on. And that's the
Oh,
Oh
brother!
my goodness!
This hyper fast ball of cheese running across the stage.
I love it. I'm gonna be honest. I love this metagame. Me Brawler could be best in the game, and I'd be in hog heaven. The Miis are great, especially when they whiff grab and their eyes get really big.
I mean, the eyes just.
I love Mii Maker. Mii Maker's a classic. What's their secret weapon here? I think you have to.
Apparently, the secret weapon was the Mii Brawler all along. For CSU,
I mean, not for CSU. CSU is a team of secret weapons layered underneath secret weapons, layered underneath secret weapons, layered underneath whoever went first.
And Adam's Little Mac coming
in. One day we'll just have PJ show up and play for one of the sets.
Now we gotta get Adam for the run back. That guy, have you never seen Adam play the Little Mac?
I have never.
Oh, he's actually filled in before for this team playing Little Mac. They lost, by the way.
I don't know.
Don't blame Little Mac.
No,
for Adam's discretion.
I'm gonna blame Little Mac for everything. I hate that character.
Adam himself or Mr. Shoes himself has admitted he can play. He could probably fill in for just about every team we have except for Smash. And this is what I was saying before.
I think the Link is the play. I was hoping for the Ryukes. That'd be cool.
That's fair. Hopefully he remembers to SD back air.
I mean, hey, SD back air. What's the difference? What's the difference? CSU's gonna win.
But 6 stocks to 2 so far. CSU
6-2 is incredibly scary. It is. This Link has a lot of. Is this last character? Is it 3v3? Link is this. This is penultimate ultimate character, so they're gonna have to save like that Ryu for the last one, unless they've got a secret weapon in store. But like
they've got additional. Diddy didn't come out. Got players and plays on players.
Fair enough, but like you've got to have something to deal. This Brawler has been just dominant, and like granted.
I thought that was going to be a thrupper. I really did.
I was hoping for it. Like, this play has been incredible.
Up B past the ledge. Yep, punished by the up smash. That's 7th stock here for this guy. He's only at 61, so he's got another in the tank, assuming he's able to survive and keep the stock.
Taking them straight to the Mii Maker trash bin. I don't have a good line for this one. I'll have to come up with a funny tagline for Mii Brawler next time that we're seeing this kind of sweep, because this is incredibly scary. Just this pressure from Mii Brawler has just been incredible, and like even now it's a little bit scary because you're high percentage against a character with 1 stock, and that's going to be the end of the game. I shouldn't have been talking too much. However, that is 7 stocks to 3.
That's well over half, just over half of the stocks available to play with here for your match point survival game for PFW. I've set up a fairly nice cushion, and I'm sure out of everyone, Ruby's going to be happy about that. He was just talking about like, I don't want to have to. And well, now you don't.
His wish was granted. They just had to go make a Mii.
Yeah, I mean, apparently that was all it was. I mean, hey, they made that Mii. They got their counter pick, if nothing else.
They got the counter pick to Mii Maker.
May not have been the stage counter pick, but you know, it does its job.
Who do you think CSU's bringing in? I could see Arctic. I could absolutely see.
One thing about Arctic, I think he thinks I'm joking. He needs to learn the Rob, where it's going to be the Link matchup. Colonies, I guess, has the faith. He did take stocks off of PM. Makes sense.
I'm interested to see this play because I think that Yink is a very interesting character to me. Where he is, just as much as he is a Link character, I think that he has a permission game plan that is unrivaled by the rest of the Links. I think he has Falco Laser. He has literal Falco Laser.
He's got Falco Laser that he can combo off of. Don't forget that part.
You're saying that like Falco can't do that too?
I mean, he can't in this game.
I'm not talking about this game. I'm talking about Melee. If I say Falco Laser, you know what I'm talking about.
That is fair, though.
This neutral, although this Link definitely seems to be able to keep out the Yink here.
You have to take 2 stocks here. Colonies was able to take stocks off of this Link before, but it was at a hefty price. The reverse up tilts into the back air. Now the ledge trap of the bombs.
Maybe has a bit of the download here.
Center stage. Now it's a return back to neutrals. Colonies tries to find his mark, but he gets.
I'm not liking these aerials in neutral. I feel like this Link really wants to use projectiles, so it might be better to try and fight him on that front.
10 to 3 upbeat. That's not going to kill, but
Very into the upbeat. CSU, for a team that had to go to their last character last round, is playing extremely dominantly.
I like that little cheeky bomb recovery.
Bomb with the stage tech. Gonna avoid the bomb, trying to hold some edge guarding potential here.
Bomb control right now. Colony's trying to guard that away, so he can't get it.
This is Colony?
Colony's, yeah.
All right, wonderful.
Player the rookie.
Excited. I'm a fan to have a Yink on the team. I'm a big fan of Yink. You have no whimsy.
That's a 2-frame!
I don't even think it was a 2-frame. I think that he was just stuck on ledge.
That still counts as a 2-frame.
It's after the 2-frame window.
Fine, hits the ledge hang.
Exactly. There you go.
Arrow into down.
Liking this neutral grab, throws him off stage, tries to keep the pressure going. Unfortunately, that's a grab off.
Able to quite get the follow-up there, but the projectile just spam here from the young Link. Fire arrows all the time forward air finally catches something.
It feels like PFW's Link is able to play neutral a little bit better, but like whenever Colonies gets an opening, it's so much more rewarding than this other Link.
Right now, this opening's been pretty good from PFW.
It's definitely like, of course, there's going to be those exceptions, but like when push comes to shove, I feel like Colonies has been able to just really put a lot of hurt on this Link very, very quickly.
Saw something that makes the matchup a little bit worse than previously thought. The bomb doesn't blow up if it hits Link's shield, so it just hit the shield and kind of bounced away.
Be, especially with that defensive situation, able to survive it. I was real scared because that is not. I think that's very minus.
Very punished. Very, very punished. I think it's like minus 12 or something.
Oh, not where you want to be on shield.
I mean, hey, this isn't melee where you get shine out of shield.
I still don't want to be open on shield.
Okay, forward. Bad DI. Bad DI.
Do your DI at Burger King with your meal? Yummy, actually.
So,
can I come to Burger King with you?
Can't really go much lower than Burger King. You can go much lower than that.
Unfortunate for PFW. Push to their final player here. See if they're gonna be able to pierce Colonies.
They're the second player on CSU.
Genuinely, this is. I think that so many of CSU's teams are so good at adaptation, where it's like we didn't get to see the first game, so it's kind of revisionist history. But like CSU had a little bit of trouble starting in that early round. However, once they were able to just find their rhythm, find what they were doing, they've been really, really dominant in the second round.
I think this is just what happens when you have several teams playing at very high levels, like very not quite borderline. That level where
these are power ranked players.
Not quite ranked.
Ranked.
Not ranked now. He used to be ranked in Northeast Ohio.
Should be.
He should be. That's what I'm saying. But he hasn't entered tournaments lately, so he's not ranked.
Fair enough.
But when you have players who are playing at this high level, all of the varsity program teams are going to have teams really strong at adaptation, and teams just naturally, just something that comes to players at that level as a biological reaction. This
Falco.
Yeah, I forgot about the Falco. This was the person that kind of tore Arctic to ribbons. This is I think it looked like their best player, but then again, Rob versus Falco.
I don't want to be Rob versus Falco. Rob versus Falco puts a real bad taste in my mouth. Now, I related these two characters projectiles, and I'm interested to see how that transpires here.
Very happy to see. I'm a very big fan of Kalos. Only stage really has wall jump on. Can't go under the stage, unlike every other stage.
I think it's real interesting. I like the walls when it comes to wall jump characters. I also think the walls are very interesting when it comes to like offstage wall combos. Where you see this Falco really wants to get the shine on these projectiles, it feels. I feel like the inverse of what I was saying about the Link is going to end up being true. I feel like you want to start playing an aerial game where it's like, I think that if you play your cards right, I think that Young Link can very easily beat Falco in the buttons game. Like, granted, I think that Falco has a lot of good buttons that are very, very scary, but I think that if you press if you're pressing smart, you're in a very advantageous situation.
I mean, Falco, granted, has some good buttons. Do not let it be forgotten.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not forgetting. Trust me, I know Falco has good buttons.
That button, up tilt, that's a good button. That's Falco's really good button. He's also got back air, down air. That up air is pretty solid. He's got very...
It's definitely not a situation where like Falco has bad normals and you can just run in and box for free. But at the same time, like I think Young Link has a lot of normals that are just as scary. Granted, that's going to be a kill for this Falco here, but like that Nair is dangerous. That Fair is dangerous. If you get down tilted, you're in a lot of trouble.
And the thing is, though, Colonies is adjusting a bit to abundant use. It's necessary. Almost got a cutscene combo, but well done air dodge, and we actually got to see a wall jump. That's what I like.
We saw it, chat.
For the first time.
We're going to see Colony's taking a little bit of a retreat onto ledge here, having to try and find a way to get through Falco. Shield, bit of a disadvantageous interaction. This is not where you want to be against Falco. Once he can just start his game plan, it might be a little bit scary.
I think he's getting a little bit nervous about just throwing out that reflector. Doesn't want it to be too predictable.
Which I think is a major part. Like, once Colonies is able to prevent that reflector from just being spammed, it means that you have access to so many more tools, because as much as I think that Young Link can play those buttons, he has a lot of projectiles that are very, very powerful. And if this Falco isn't constantly reflecting, that gives you a lot more room to use them. Trying to follow it up, but it's going to be reversaled here. Another wall jump.
Able to get the 2-frame in time. We'll cover it with a ledge trap, but side B is going to prevent anything too major from happening there. Now just trying to win the reflector. Just going to be camping each other out a little bit. Weak Nair now until afterwards.
A little bit scary. You can take another stock off this Falco. That's going to be major. Nice. Even if Colonies goes down here, this is their last player on their final stock. They have to be feeling the pressure of Death's Door right here. That's going to be the up B getting into maybe an advantage situation, but unfortunately not going to find a hit off of it.
Still 7 stocks left to your 1. You got to pull out some miracle work to try to win this Falco. And this is your last stock of the day, assuming.
Yeah, this pressure could not be higher for this Falco here, especially at 70-80% against Colonies. You have to be locked in. You cannot feel good to be in this position as this Falco.
A little bit of misplay here from Colonies. Ledge down tilt.
Is that dead?
Might just be.
Just barely, but this is a ledge guard situation. Forces the reflector here. Not able to find a kill.
Guys it well enough, and now trying to find some cheeky kill with that side B. The fire arrow almost finds it.
Grab, leaves Colonies out. Very dangerous. There's the follow-up off of the returning boomerang.
Until we'll kill here if the Falco hits it.
It's definitely like both the forward throw.
Lives.
He's just barely alive.
The best DI I think could have been done.
And it's the dash attack.
That does it.
Oh my goodness, he couldn't even get through.
Lost to him last time they played. This time they'll take...
That's the C... Like, I don't care how much they can adapt. That is CSU's adaptation.
They took 12 stocks and lost 5.
That's better than 2 over 1. Anybody want some BOGO stocks?
BOGO, and then you get a 2 extra on the side.
And a baker's dozen. Go ahead, take an extra for free. I'm glad we got to stream that second round.
Oh, Lord.
And I'm kind of wishing we got to stream the first one so you'd have context for it.
A little bit, but... I mean, I'll tell you, after that first game, it did not look like that should have ever happened. Especially given the fact that it was kind of... Everybody, maybe, like, barely by a hair took 2 stocks. Everybody else took 2 stocks, maybe, and then Ruvi cleaned up at the end.
I think Ruvi made a statement of he didn't want to have to take that many stocks, and the rest of CSU took that very, very literally.
I'll show you what I can do. Let me make that be brawler.
That was incredible, genuinely, and that makes me super excited to see CSU in the rest of the semester. That was incredible. We have... You want to try and get in the booth? Or?
Yeah, let's get somebody in the booth.
Let's get someone in the booth.
Yep, I'll go grab someone real quick.
Alrighty. Alrighty, a little bit of a boring visual, but I'm here with Colonies, the youngling from the previous round. Colonies, how are you doing here?
I'm doing good.
Now, you are a rookie member coming in onto CSU. Are you a freshman in college?
Yeah.
Exciting. Do you mind if I ask your major?
Political science.
Ooh, that's real interesting. How do you feel about the politics of youngling taking a bunch of stocks?
Well, it's like we're gonna bring back the Triforce.
I see. I
think courage, wisdom, and power will be our guiding principle.
Now, what's your opinion on a Great King of Evil Ganondorf?
A lot of people say he's got too much power and he's inevitable, but we always win.
You know what? You got a good point. Now, with those games, from what I could tell, those first few were very, very difficult for y'all. But then you were able to adapt very quickly, and that second one, you and Victor were extremely, extremely dominant. What do you think was a part of that change, and how do you think your mentality adapted?
I think you could pinpoint it exactly to when Ruben, just absolutely snapped. He didn't lose a stock. He was like the only person on our team that wasn't playing nervous. And after that, everyone popped off. We were like bickering and stuff. And after that, it was just all good vibes. And honestly, it seemed like it did have like an effect on their mentality. That Donkey Kong, he almost beat me. And then he comes out and he just was like, he looked nervous. Victor, he was insistent on playing me Brawler, and it absolutely worked.
Absolutely. That was incredible.
Yeah. Tip of the cap to him on that. That was a great call.
Now, with that last match against that Falco, what were you looking out for? It felt like early on that Falco was aggressively using Reflector and just trying to really keep you from using those projectiles, and it felt like you went in. What was your mentality throughout that match, and then what do you think was able to give you the ability to close that out?
Yeah, so I have a lot of confidence in that matchup because I do know that the Reflector is going to be their main option, but I also know that, it's like, if I can extend the game and if I can be frustrating and be kind of awkward with it, eventually they're going to have to face me in a situation where I'm at an advantage. And then when that happens, that's when I like to try to really take the extra mile. And I think it did happen. I was playing pretty sloppy all night, but thankfully my teammates were locked in.
I mean, if that was you sloppy, I'm excited to see you locked in.
Hey, we're gonna have some clips eventually. Don't worry.
All right, and then our last question here: are there any teams or any characters that you were excited or maybe afraid to fight for the rest of the semester?
I would say afraid to fight. I wouldn't say afraid necessarily, but an intimidating team that we'll be playing is Akron.
Yeah.
When we were at Riptide, I found them to be the stiffest competition that we have played yet. Team I'm excited to play, honestly, Ohio State.
I can't blame you.
I think it's really cool that Ohio State has a team. I love this collegiate thing as someone that's been in Smash for 10 years and freshman brand.
10?
Since I was
How old are you?
24.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I've been competing and going to tournaments and ranked and stuff since I was 14. So this is a whole new niche of the community, but it's blowing up.
Oh, absolutely.
We're gonna have rivalries. We're gonna have storylines. We have tradition. We get to set the kind of precedent for collegiate Smash, and I think that's an honor.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us. You've been Colonies. Thank you so much. I forgot it the moment it came to my mind.
It's okay.
Thank you so much for joining us. I'm not sure if we have another one for tomorrow. However, we
play Monday.
Oh, we're gonna have another game here Monday for Smash. So feel free to tune in there. Pardon? The match on Saturday, so y'all should also tune in for that. Thank you so much for joining. I've been Psychic. If you'd like, feel free to follow, drop a
smack the follow button. Make sure you smack the follow button.
Click the bell. Everybody click the bell.
Make sure you bang the follow button.
You heard it, folks. Thank you so much for joining us. We will show up a little bit later in the week, so take care, everybody. Have a good night.